Act 4. The Wake. The Wheel of Fortune, 34th of the Astral Moon. Oh, they look like they had it rough. Someone should go after Clay at some point. We need his help. We don't have time to let ourselves fall apart right now. Easy for you to say, you weren't there. Carolyn's right. We have time to feel defeated once we're dead. Right now, all is not lost. Not yet. Sure. Just a bit hard to buy this never give up right now. If you know how to salvage all of this, feel free to share with the class. I'm serious. I won't even roll my eyes at any heroic speeches right now. Yeah. Figured. So what? Do you just want to give up? I don't know. Clay was right. It's getting pretty hard to see at this point. That's exactly what got us into this mess to begin with. What? Your failure? No. This ambivalence. I think you guys need to take a good hard look at reality. I don't like betting on losing horses. Of course. Did enough pro bono today. How much will it cost for you to be interested again? Oh, you can bleep right off. Alicia. What's up, Nils? Think through this. What would you even do? Where would you go? Don't patronize me for trying to save myself. Nils is right. There won't be anywhere to go soon. I don't want to hear it, Innkeeper. What do you even know? All you do is sit here and watch everything fall apart around you. Don't dare lecture me on this. I don't think that's very fair of you to say. You really want to talk about fair? Must be easy, huh? All up on your high horse, watching us struggle every day. And all you can spare is some half-assed commentary and a few pleasantries. I'm sorry? I didn't realize you mercenaries cared so much. Well, I got there in the end. Did you? Should have figured. Explains why that bird spying on us all the time was also a footnote for you. Hey. You always go on and on about your responsibilities as an innkeeper. How it's your duty to serve anyone that walks through those doors. If that necromancer walked in here, would you offer him an ear and to listen to his story? Would you serve Alethia's murderer a drink with a smile like you do for us? I kinda did. Hey, maybe he'd bring her cops along. Good thing you'd already know what drink to serve her. That's cruel. Why are you defending her? You should be just as pissed as I am. That elf is gone because she couldn't get over her own ego, right? For all we know, Fable could be dead in a ditch somewhere. We wouldn't know. My drinks aren't miraculous tinctures. They can't move mountains. But they could provide the edge between life and death, couldn't they? And you decided to refuse them that help because you were petty. Not like it matters now. Don't talk like Fable's already dead. Maybe we should have thought harder before letting Fable walk away like that. What happened to believing in them? If there's a chance they might come back, I'll keep these tavern doors open. Good to know you seem to have somewhat of a heart. Whatever. Whatever? I don't know what else you want me to say. Just try saying something that doesn't make it sound like you've already given up. Like, you didn't give up on the moment things turned rough in the chasm? That was different. People were dying. A lot of people will die soon because we ran. So unless you have some big idea for how to fix this world... Oh, I know. You can just set up another hit, Nils. That way, someone else can take care of your problems again. It just won't be me this time. Dang, dude, she's low blowing right now. Innkeeper Carolyn, it's been real, or not. But risking Clay's temper seems more meaningful than sitting here, so goodbye. She does have a point, doesn't she? It's I don't know what to do anymore. On our way back from the Highlands, I was thinking I could just go see my family, but would I even reach them before the sun sets for the last time? I could have tried. Instead, I'm here. Not sure why. There must be something left to do. Maybe if we have the element of surprise, with your sword we might. No, this sword couldn't save this world, and neither can I. Damn. What happened to her face? Why does she have like scale? Kind of. Are those? I don't know. Am I seeing things? She's got horns. Fable. Hello everyone. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back. Hey, back. Somebody pinch me. Ow. I said pinch, not punch, Carolyn. That wasn't a punch. I'll show you. Wait, it's really me. Even though I do look a little different. Is it weird? No, it suits you. Looking badass, Elfie. Thanks. I like it too. I like the horns. They look very, horny. No, that sounds wrong. Correct. Let me try that again. Take your time. They are very pretty. Beautiful. Effervescent. Do you need one of your own drinks, innkeeper? Well, what I really wanted to say is... I'm so glad you're okay, Fable. And I'm happy you're back. I'm really happy to see you as well, innkeeper. And there's so much for us all to talk about. Wait, before that, First and foremost, I'd like to say that I'm truly sorry. I should never have refused to make you a drink. No matter what insecurities I was dealing with, I should have never let them get in the way of keeping you safe. I made it back, didn't I? And I thank the dragons for that. But I still ended up acting like a giant hypocrite. None of my encouragement was ever given in falsehood, yet learning to trust in the abilities I knew you had, it was hard to trust in you, while the worry for your well-being was eating me whole. The worry of losing a friend. Don't you mean regular? No, you're my friend. If you'll still have me. You know, I thought a lot about our last conversation. I was upset at first, but most of all I was afraid. Afraid that we'd never talk again. I didn't even know if I ever wanted to come back to this tavern. Maybe the me from a few weeks ago would have just stayed away, but you're important to me too, innkeeper, and I wanted to be brave for both of us. So I came back to hear you out. And I'm happy I did. Aww. Glad you're both finally able to resolve this. That conversation must have really eaten into your word count for the day, innkeeper. Worth it. But yes, you'll have to carry me from here on out, Nils. I'll try my best. Oh, right. Guys, we don't have time to chat. There's this necromancer that stole Ur's axe. I don't know who he is or what he wants to do with it. But we have to stop him. They already know. we know. Why are you guys looking at me like that? It might be a good idea to get everyone up to speed. You go first, Fable. You've got us on the edge of our seats. Well, as you might know, I've been searching for Melly around the portal of the Twilight Chasm. I couldn't find any clues, not with the devastation left behind after the flood. And then the thought struck me, what if Melly was pulled into the portal by the waves? That would have been a nightmare, literally. And even if I could swear, I saw the shadows around the portal moving. Or the fact that it's the entrance to the plane called the Nightmare Realm. I couldn't just abandon my friend, so I went through the portal. How'd that go for you? To be honest, I barely remember what happened when I first went through. The distorted landscape, the giant, gangly creatures roaming around. My heart was beating out of my chest. All my blood was in my ears again. Eventually, I found an alcove that gave me some shelter, but I just couldn't stop freaking out. In my blind panic, I ran so far away from where I entered that the chance of finding any trace of Melly was almost zero. So what did you do next? I must have fallen asleep. What? Excuse me? Wow, all that running and worrying got me so exhausted that I must have passed out. It was weird, falling asleep in such a strange place. I couldn't remember any dreams afterwards. Just this sense of disquiet and unease. But when I woke up, the Twilight Chasm looked different to me. It didn't scare me so much anymore. Moreover, I felt almost melancholic, as I regarded its deep purple horizons, and suddenly, close to my alcove were spiky mountains split in the sky. I saw entrances to tunnels that hadn't been there before. My curiosity got the better of me and I ventured inside. The deeper I went, the more I started seeing veins of precious stones lining the walls, and soon the tunnel widened into a cave. And I mean, it was huge, gigantic. I wasn't even able to see the ceiling anymore. Turns out somehow I'd stumbled from the Twilight Chasm to the center of the plane, not the dragon, but in front of me was a sleeping form of the Elder Dragon themselves, looking more awake than they should have been. I can only guess that the water covering the floor must have roused them. The flood had even managed to reach Ur's cavern. You mean the dragon that, if woken too early, will bring about the end of everything, was awake? Yes. Great. Another apocalypse. Do we get double points for a combo? Haha. Wait, I haven't finished my tale yet. But you're right, it didn't look good, especially when the necromancer appeared. I hid behind a formation of stalagmites as soon as I noticed him. Something about his presence and armor seemed off. He was followed by a couple of hundred creatures dressed in farmer's clothing. I was still debating whether to reveal myself or not, when he began to cast a strange spell. A green mist started to coalesce around Ur's head. Then their eyes flew fully open. I was stunned when I saw their gaze. Their presence had suddenly become stifling. Whatever strange visions the mist revealed seemed to enrage them. Their roar must have shaken the whole plane. But while Ur was distracted, the necromancer tried to retrieve their fable axe, wrapped in their tail. It was a gut feeling, but I couldn't let him take the axe. I had to stop him. But as he took hold of the large weapon, he turned to look right at me. My legs felt like goo. I was shaking so bad. It was hard to draw breath. I knew at that moment, should I try to fight him, I would die. It was by pure luck that in that moment, Ur shook off the mist and lunged for the intruder. The undead creature used their bodies to shield him, shattered upon impact with Ur's claws, while the necromancer cast the same mist spell again. The spell connected with ease, giving him the precious seconds he needed to escape. For a while, nothing happened. There was just silence. I think desperation made me brave, or blind to consequences, but I could hesitate no longer. If that necromancer was to use the axe for evil, while I had the chance to stop him and didn't, so I abandoned my hiding spot and ran towards Ur, begging them for help. You just asked the Elder Dragon for help? Yes, it seemed like my only option at the time. How did they answer? With a riddle. It went something like this. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought by many, found by the lucky, it blessed the oldest and youngest before it struck me. No mortal stands against it, an immortal's delight. So close to death, unseeing you find. What little mortal do I seek? I totally figured it out. I've always loved riddles. Can't relate. I appreciate their lyricism. To be honest, I could barely think past the emotional wearing on me. And so I just said the first thing on my mind. I told them how much I didn't want to answer a riddle just then. Saving people shouldn't depend on getting a riddle right. And if I wanted something in the first place, maybe they shouldn't speak in riddles. And communicate clearly instead. Wow. You said that to their face? I got caught up in the moment. It seemed to surprise them, judging by the rumbling chuckle they let out. Eventually, told me that all they wanted to do was fall back asleep, so I pulled them out my lute. I played the Elder Dragon a lullaby. Just as I could see their eyes starting to droop, they lifted one gigantic talon to my forehead. Strange heat ran through my body, and a floating orb of blue fire appeared in front of me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose, and when I couldn't hold in my laughter any longer, I accidentally ate it. Before I could panic about wasting those gifts, their gaze let me know that everything was fine, that their flame would stay with me from then on, and that their strength was their boon to me, to this world. The makeover was included, I guess. And that's all there is to it, really. I think that was plenty. Yo, that's astonishing. It's not like I did anything special. Anyone in my position would have done the same. No, I think that has Fable written all over it. I did forget to bring a cool trinket for you. I think you brought something a lot more important. Hope. Oh. Elfie, are you saying you can actually produce dragonfire now? I think so. The weapon! The weapon! I practiced recreating the orbit on the way here, but I still have a long way to go. Ha. I feel like I'm missing some context here. Later. I need to go get Rhea now. Yes, you do. That was fast. I can't blame her. I heard you might have some dragonfire for me sword. Good to see you in one piece, Fable. Good to be back in one piece. So, what's the situation? Is there a new plan? Yes. Maybe. We'll need to figure out the details. But it's fair to say we've been given another shot. Right. If there's any smithing to be done, you know I'm with you. How long do you think you'll need to reforge the sword? With that blueprint from the Highlands, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm confident I'll be able to make a darn fine sword. It'll be ready before sunrise. But no time to waste. Right. I'd still really like to know what we can't waste time on. Let's discuss it with the others. Mellie's a lot better at explaining this kind of stuff. She's safe? Yes, she's safe. Innkeeper, I trust you have some quests locked and loaded for us at top of the morning. Of course. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, Innkeeper. Hey, yo. Rest well, everyone. It's just one. Fight the hopes and dreams. All might seem lost, but the fight is not over yet. Quasar can still be stopped at the aperture. He's in possession of a draconic weapon, but so are we. Thanks to Fable and their newly obtained dragonfire, we were able to forge a weapon to withstand his evil powers.